Hey everyone, got a different type of video for you today. We're going to be looking at direct storage optimization. And we're going to be looking at it not so much as what it is or the configuration, but the support and whether or not there is a difference in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So if you see on the screen here, what we're looking at is the NVIDIA tool that allows you to see this particular setting, and you can see on this system it says DirectX 12 Ultimate ready. So your system has to be DirectX 12 Ultimate ready. It also has to have a GPU that is direct storage optimized. If it is not direct storage optimized and if it is not Direct 12 Ultimate ready, then this is not going to help you out much. So if we go to my computer right now and we type in WinVer for the Windows version, and it pops up way up there. What we have here is version 23H2. That's 23 Hotel 2. And the newest version is 24 Hotel 2. That's 24H2. So we're going to do a comparison. First, we're going to come in here and we're going to launch Flight Simulator. And we're going to get an idea of the launching time here at 3 minutes 20 seconds is when I click start on the recording timer. And so we'll see where that goes, and we can see it launching. And again, this is not a Flight Simulator version. This is a Windows feature version. 23H2 to 24H2, which supposedly makes some incredible changes with the DirectX optimization. And so when we get this going here, it's not going to be easy because I got the camera in the way, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see if I can actually do a little flying just to get an idea. We'll load a flight. We'll see how long it takes to load. The main thrust of the direct storage optimization is to offload from the CPU to the GPU. Now, some people are CPU bound. That's the term. In other words, their CPU is what causes their system to perform lower than is necessary for a good, smooth flying. Yes, the graphics card can also be a slowdown, but when you get a graphics card like many of us have, I mean, I'm running the 4070 now. I shouldn't really be having any sort of slowdown or stutters with that kind of a graphics card, but the CPU causes some issues. Now, my CPU is latest 9th generation, I think, of an i7 or an i9. I forget. There's been so many changes now. Now, I don't know if this particular loading time is going to be any different. We're about 2 minutes into it right now to get to the screen. And I'm not doing anything else on my computer. I don't have anything else running. And I know when I see a lot of people do videos for Flight Sim and they show their desktop, one of the things I notice is that it's loaded with everything. I mean, they got so many programs and things running. And if you were to look at my screen, you would see I have almost nothing on this computer but what I need for Flight Simulator. Now, not everybody gets to have multiple computers. I understand that. But the less you have installed on your computer, the less that's running, the better your Flight Simulator is going to perform. That's just standard computer basics 101. So we're still loading here. We're at the 6-minute mark. I see the blue bar starting to load. Again, this is the 23H2. Okay. So we're going to load a flight because that was one of the demonstrations. We're going to go with, yeah, we'll go with that for now, right now, right? And I'm going to go someplace that's fairly familiar to most people that fly. Doesn't want to show up that. Okay. And I'm going to pick this spot because it's a nice spot. It's pretty, and a lot of us are familiar with it. Not sure I'm going to be able to get to my rudder pedals with this camera in the way. Give me a second here, see if I can get to them. Just to fly, because I want to see. Okay, so we're going to click fly, and we're going to see. Now, my flight conditions, live weather. Also live traffic. And photogrammetry. And now we're going to see. We click, and we see 7:15, 7 minutes, 15 seconds. And the flight seems to load pretty fast, or it seems to be loading fast, but it may get stuck here. And I'll try and turn on my screen frame rates, and we can try and compare those. And I don't know if my Tobii eye tracker is gonna be all messed up or not. Oh no, okay. So it's ready to fly. Recenter, yeah. Okay, let me shut this off. I don't know why there's no sound, but that's all right. Let me see. No, not what I wanted. Is it WinR for the frame rate? No, come on. You know, there's a way to show frame rates here. Oh wait, is this it? Performance, duh. Okay. But it doesn't stay there. You gotta pin it. Alright. Let me pin that. Let's close that. Okay. Now, I'm not seeing any frame per second. This is kind of interesting. But let's take off and see what we got here. Oh, there we go. Whoa, okay. Sorry about that. I'm going to use my mouse because my Tobii eye tracker is getting messed up here. Alright, so, but I don't know if you can see the frame rate enough to read it down here. My CPU is at 20%, my GPU is at 98, and I got a frame rate of 50 per second here. Let's see how performance seems to be good. We're down to 44 frames. I got a little pitch tuned in here. My flaps are up. Yeah, okay. All right, so looking at 49 frames per second. My settings are all on pretty much on ultra here. I got a couple of them turned down a little bit, but not much. So, all right. So there's the takeoff and flight in Cydonia. Alright, seem to be doing okay. Let's put the nose down a little bit, get some speed. Here we go. Alright, so now, and we're seeing the performance here, we're seeing what we got, not bad. Now we're going to do the update. So first we go here, we look at settings, and now I am on DirectX 11 at this point. Now DirectX 12 is in development, it says right there, so I'm not sure if we're going to want to make that switch, but we're going to try it out. And you can see what my settings are here. Terrain LOD 165, we got ultra, I got my trees and grass turned down to high. I can't believe I'm saying turned down to high. Objects LOD 150, and you can see we're up high here. I mean, this one you could almost always turn down at least one notch. Almost never hurts anything. Okay, so now we're going to get out of this. And then we're going to see what happens with the DirectX. We're going to quit the desktop. Yes. Okay. And now we go to settings. And we go to update. Oh, we need this on. Now, I may not have it available today, and if that's the case, the video is going to stop now and pick up when I get it. All right, so I probably have to download and install this cumulative update preview. I don't think it's going to be listed on the insider build, but yeah. But you can see 23H2, that's the current. And what I need to is get to 24H2, so I'll pause everything and we'll see it when I have it. Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, so I was able to finish all my minor updates, but the feature release 24H3 was not available to me. It's being rolled out little by little, so not everybody's going to have it pop up on automatically. But if you do a search for Windows 11 24H2 and go to download Windows 11, it's going to ask you to download the installation assistant. Download and run the installation assistant, which, where did it go? That will take you to this window here, which I'm actually on step 3 of. But the first step is it's going to tell you to get and run the PC health check. When you run the health check, it's going to give you these results and tell you if you're able to meet Windows 11. And this system definitely does. After you run the health check, then the Windows Installation Assistant will download the feature update 24H2, which it is doing now on my system, and I am at 74% of the install, 75%, and then we're going to reboot and we'll see if that's the final step. Now, once it reboots, most likely it's going to take a while to actually get to the window, back to the desktop. So I'm going to go ahead and pause again, and we'll see you shortly. So as you can see, we're at another stage now. It has finished and it has rebooted, and now we're looking at this beautiful blue dot that might take a few minutes. Don't turn off your PC. Okay, I won't. But I'll turn off the recording and not make you sit through it. Here we are. We are now looking at Windows 11 version 24H2. Now we're going to make sure and launch Flight Sim, and we'll see how things react. We may also try changing to the DirectX 12. Doesn't look like anything changes there or updates there. Okay. Okay. All right, we are loading. And my frames per second over there was about 175. I wish I could have that when I'm actually flying, huh? Imagine that. Good Lord. 170, 100. Although I probably could hit 100 frames if I turned everything down to high off of ultra. I bet you I could get pretty close to it. I'm curious. Maybe I'll try that. Put the setting on high instead of ultra. Let me move my cord in the middle here so I'm not hitting it with my arm. Okay, let me get in closer in case I want to hit my rudder pedals. Oopsie daisy. Hit my trim wheel. That's not good. Don't want to hit the trim wheel. But I do need rudder pedals. Alright, and we're going to launch the same flight and we're going to see how it works out. Same flight, same location. Yeah, I wish the yoke had put the key on the other side, because it seems to me in the Cessna it's more on the left-hand side than on the right here, the starter. But I added a key tag to it, so it actually feels like I'm turning a key now instead of a little plastic button. No, it still feels like a little plastic button. Who am I kidding? It's funny how the Tobii eye lights flash down here, because they don't flash in real life. It's just the camera itself is picking that up. What was I getting? I think I was averaging around 40 frames per second when we took off from Cydonia. CPU and GPU numbers down here in the corner. Oops. And they're all over the place right now, of course, but the game hasn't. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's see. So let's go here. We'll go same flight. Select departure. Cydonia. Flight conditions. All right. Well, it's a little bit different weather-wise, but that should be okay. All right, let's see if it loads quicker. Then that did seem to be quicker. It definitely did seem to get to this point quicker. Oh, where's my sound? Oh. Oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to open that up there. And I think that loaded quicker. I'm going to just adjust the time only because it was brighter earlier because I had adjusted it. So let's bring it up a little bit. Here we go. That to me seemed to load quicker. I'm just trying to get my sound here. 1 second. Okay, wait. Oh. No, wait a minute. Sorry. Not much sound, but all right. Let's all right, brakes are off. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and take up 1 degree of flaps. All right, so we're looking at 46 frames per second down there in the corner. It's hard to say for sure if it looks any different, any better, any smoother. Let's take a look over to the side, eh? Yeah. GPU seems to be about the same, so I don't know if I'm going to see much difference. Maybe my system was already balanced right, because even prior to this, my GPU was always up in the 90s and my CPU was like it is now, 15, 20% max. I'm getting 47 frames per second right now. Looks pretty good. But just out of curiosity, oops, stupid mouse. Let's do something here. Let's go ahead and say, oh, you know what? I'm also not on DirectX 12, am I? Should I try DirectX 12 beta? Well, let's give it a shot, because that's one of the main features, this DirectX Ultra, right? So we're going to restart the sim again. So now when we come up, we'll be in DirectX 12, and maybe I'll turn the settings down to high and see what that does to the frame rates. I don't think it'll change a lot of the quality, but we'll see. I can't imagine it would not increase my frames quite a bit. It's fun trying new stuff with the flight simulator, trying to get it smoother or better. It's always fun. Yeah, look at frames, 166. Man, to get something like that when you're flying, ooh. Trying to tell. It's hard to determine if it's actually loading quicker. It does seem to be. Might have to fly a flight or two to tell for sure. I want to know where that stone bridge is. I have no idea. I wish they would say sometimes on these images. You know, just a little text on the bottom showing where the flight is so that you can find it. You know, I haven't been to the mountains. I have not gone to my Swiss Alps at all since changing my flying system to a curved monitor, high def. Just my trim wheel. I do love having a physical trim. If you haven't seen my other video where I unboxed and reviewed and showed some flights using the Gear Falcon physical trim wheel down here and my throttle mixture. It's got this one is just throttle mixture, but they also have a throttle prop mixture, and it's not the sliding throttle quadrants that we've had for so many years, but this is true to the Cessna style. Wow, that was quicker. Okay, let's go back here then. Well, let's see. Because right now everything's on high. Let's go to high end. But we're still going to leave this up high. And this up high. Okay, so there we go. Let's try our flight again in Sidonia. Pull out my throttle, but yeah, so I got the throttle has the friction control on it, like the real aircraft, and the mixture, I love it. You have to push it into pushing the button to move it back and forth, but then you also have the vernier control, which is what you use really when you're up flying for the fine adjustments. So it's a neat feature. All right, let's put in 10 degrees of flap. Okay. And again, let me go ahead and turn off my Tobii eye tracking only because you can't see anything. Or, I mean, they can't see my face properly. I got a camera in front of me. Okay. Well, we're looking at 60 frames per second now. So that definitely is higher. Again, I turned DirectX 12 and changed everything to high from ultra. I don't know why my monitor does that though. That I don't understand. Okay, flaps up, trim it up. Yeah, okay, so yeah, so we're, okay, so it seems to be limited at 60, oh no, we just hit 61. So let's see, does it look any lower really than when it was on high? The window reflections definitely are not as nice. Windshield effects also. Okay. I don't know. So, well, yeah, 57 frames per second here. Seems to be pretty smooth. Well, I don't know how much of a difference there really is, but it seems to have loaded the games quicker. I'm looking now, my GPU is at 60, 70%, and my CPU is only at 18%. So it doesn't look like I'm dealing with any sort of a binding issue, CPU or GPU bound right now. Yeah, see, I don't like those reflections. They shouldn't be square blocks. Looking good though. Oops. Go back to ultra. All right, well, I'm still looking at 57 frames per second with everything back up on ultra, so 53 frames per second is not anything I would sneeze at. GPU 58%, CPU 20. So it does seem like the numbers are better with the new Windows update, but we'll have to explore it more and see. Oops. Don't need my landing and taxi light on. Not bad looking, not bad looking. Let's bring her down here. So we add a little bit more trim. There we go, over the city. Or the valley, I guess, not really a city. Alright. I do miss having the Toby already, but like I said, I can't really use it right now because I got a camera. The phone is on a stand in front of me. But I got no complaints about this version of Flight Sim. And this version of Windows with this latest graphics driver seems to be performing pretty sweet. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the skies.